The 2021 Divisional Playoffs 2-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Groove AIM 2021. The 2021 AFC Divisional Playoffs 2-round game, Jacksonville Jaguars 3-5 Denver Broncos 2-4 final. The 2021 Nfc Divisional Playoffs 2-round game, Washington Football Team 2-7 Green Bay Packers 1-7 final. The 2021 AFC Divisional Playoffs 2-round game, Kansas City Chiefs 1-7 Buffalo Bills 1-3 final.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Flacco and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that... had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rep. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat and they can't... afford that in the postseason.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on second down. Sudfeld. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Barkley a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back to the air on second down. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
7, Giants 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade sixes for...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Hill in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Back at the 16-yard
to try again after the sack. Flacco. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Setting up to throw, Flacco toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Flacco. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another Eagles.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 10, Eagles 7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go pass again with Flacco. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
4 more yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Second and 10.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
25-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Jones.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. 20. 10. Touchdown. Giants.
Jones pass complete.
Sterling Shepard. 60 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
Daniel Jones.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Flacco will take to the air again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Joe Flacco sack.
Lorenzo Carter, his second sack of the night.
Back at the 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Flacco This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Flacco now on fourth. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. There the Eagles are back within a score. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles.
From the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
11 on the play. First down, Giants.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
14.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Jones on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones pass.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
23, Eagles 14.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Joe Flacco here. We get a peek at what he's done so far in this game. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
a gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Giants first down.
Now Saquon Barkley, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the draw, this is Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. To look that way, we'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Is good. Makes the score Giants 26, Eagles 21.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And here now the offense heading back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Once more, it's Flacco.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Flacco. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes, if the opening's there. Someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Passing play, Flacco. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Setting to throw. Flacco. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Flacco to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Jones pass.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
The 2021 Nfc Divisional Playoffs 2-round game. New York Giants 3-3, Philadelphia Eagles 3-6 final.
Championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.